Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, musician Teddy Richards long kept quiet about his famous mom, Aretha Franklin. Now he's ready to talk about his famous mom. Now, for years, the Detroit singer songwriter diligently pursued his music career, building a reputation and making a steady living. Through it all, as he hustled, performed, and promoted his work, Teddy Richards deliberately muzzled one of the most compelling selling points at his disposal. He was the son of Aretha Franklin. He says, I've learned quite early, especially when dealing with journalists or people tied to the industry, it was very easy to be exploited as the son of Aretha. If you're trying to do something in your own name, making your own way in the world, it's going to be impossible if that's how people know you. Now, it would allow them to ignore your accomplishment. Now, it's not that Richard wasn't publicly tied to Franklin. Now, for 30 years, he played guitar, sometimes joining her in the studio. And that's exactly how he described himself in his own press release, marketing materials, and interviews where Richards were merely a guitarist in Aretha Franklin's band. His mother was a supernova, he says, and he wanted his own life. Now, at age 58, Richard said he has grown comfortable in his own skin, confident in his accomplishments and his development as an artist and producer. And he is at last ready to publicly link his own work to his Queen of Soul mom, recording an album to be released March 25th, what would have been Franklin's 80th birthday. Now, he says, I feel internally I don't have to be as stern with myself anymore about that. At this point, I've proved myself to anyone paying attention. Now, the yet to be titled release will include a cover of Franklin's 1973 hit, Until You Come Back to Me. That's what I'm going to do. A song that holds a special spot in Richard's heart. It was his first boyhood experience with his mom in the recording studio. Now, he sat on a session produced by Arif Martin and featuring Donny Hathaway on piano. Mhm. Now, Richard, who was born in 1964 to Franklin and her husband manager, Ted White, becoming the singer's third son. White, who was portrayed by Marlon Wayans in MGM's Respect bio, died 1 year ago this week. Now, his birthday is also March the 25th. That seems like a perfect day to release a record in both their honor, he said. Who now he splits his time between Michigan and Southwest Florida with his wife. Now, Franklin and White divorced in 1969, and Richards was raised by his father in Detroit. Now, he grew up with the eclectic music taste, scrolling the local radio dial and finding himself enchanted by pop and rock as much as the R&B he was immersed in. Now, in 1984, with a two-night stand booked at the Chicago Theater during Thanksgiving week and needed a guitarist, she asked Richard to join her band on stage, and he had to borrow an amp from a friend. I was terrified, he said. I'd never done anything of this magnitude. But things clicked, and Richards became a regular part of Franklin's touring group. It was a job that left plenty of room for his own musical ventures. Having recently sworn off flying, Franklin was now playing just 15 or 20 dates a year. Still, it was enough to help strengthen his chops. It was by her grace that I was allowed to grow and become an even better musician. But Richard's music pursuit weren't initially encouraged by his father, who had done his own time in the entertainment trenches and had misgivings. What he emphasized in our home was not showbiz, but education. He was about staying as far away from it as possible. He knew the pratfalls, the things most people don't think about in the music business, and he wanted to put me on a different track. Now, Richards graduated from MSU in 1986 with a degree in telecommunications and clinical psychology. But the music bug had bit him. By the 90s, he was playing solo shows regularly around Detroit, ultimately landing a gig with Borders Books and Music, performing at the company store in the Midwest and South. Now, for Richards, the passage of time and his comfort in his own life's work have him eased him into a different kind of headspace. If you're able to establish your own success, big or small, that's still yours. It's always you to release your grip a little bit, he says. This is the package I've been given, and I'm going to make the most of it from the greatest success in life with the greatest quality I can. How about that? Well, you go on, Teddy. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching my video. Hope that you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, imparting, be blessed, y'all. Bye.